Good morning everyone, I hope your Friday's great and I hope that you are going to have a great weekend, Easter weekend that is, with your families, and I will catch you in the next episode. Enjoy this. Right, welcome to episode 62. This is the table currently as it stands, 19 points from 22 games. If we just have a quick look over on the schedule, you'll see that our last two games, I think it was Liverpool and Fulham. Since then, we drew 1-1 with Brentford, which I thought was a pretty good result considering we had a player sent off in the 4th minute. After that, then we lost 2-1 to Brighton, which I think was a little harsh when we went 1-0 up initially. Then we beat Villa 2-0, which means we've done the double over on Villa now. So we've got the 2-0 win there, and we have the 2-1 win there as well. Then we went to Arsenal at the Emirates and we lost 2-0. Went to Burnley and I thought we was going to lose that. However, we ended up coming away 2-0 winners, which is always good to see. Today then we're going to play Leeds and Norwich, and I think what we'll do is after that, the next episode will be Leicester and Manchester United. That way we get the deadline day in as well, just in case there's any last minute deals. Speaking of deals then, if we look at transfers, this is who we've had come on in. We've had, so coming in then, we've had an 18-year-old Frederick Hansen. He's a central defender. As you can see, he's tackling 17, marking 12, and the other attributes are pretty decent. Jumping's pretty good. He's got a 5-star potential, and he's currently valued between 28 and 44 million, which is always good for someone at 18 years old. Don't think yet there is a 39.5 million minimum fee release clause, which is not ideal, but such is life. Moving on from him then, we've got Job Bellingham, who's come on in and he's doing an okay job so far. We've been playing him as a Mazzala, doing okay in that role. As you can see, the attributes are there where needed. Lately we've been playing him in the Mazzala role. He's been doing okay. Training wise also he's doing pretty well, getting 8s around sort of where we're looking at. He's played 2 matches for us so far. Moving into the next one, we've got Jans Fustruta, 5-star potential ability with a value of between 43 and 52 million. Plays anywhere along those attacking front 3. I think I've played him initially in the attacking left role and the Mazzala role. With only 2 appearances, I can't really make too much of a judgment just yet, but I probably will look him to play more on the left wing for the time being. And this was a buy for the under-21s from the director of football. So he's got 3.5 stars potential. I suppose it can go up. Not too sure what he was thinking, but I thought, you know what, screw it. He wanted to buy someone that was worth 40 million, and I was like, yeah, no, we'll pull out of that deal, I think, and we'll let you crack on with this one instead and go slowly, Mr. Director. On the outs then, we can see that Brooklyn Linz Foster has finally left. He's left for £1 million, so that was pretty decent for us and got him off the wage bill. The fans thought it was a bad deal getting rid of him because he was a regular player, but I think needs must, and he was okay, but he's not exceptional, and I think he needed to make way for somebody that was a little bit better. Plus his age is getting on a little bit now. Yes, 29 is not a massive age, but in the grand scheme of things, what we were doing, it is pretty old. Moving forward then, Alex Smith. I'm not too sure who this guy was. I think he was in our under-21s. So he's left, not a problem. And LG Ordines did hand in a transfer request. However, he's settled to Great on loan for the time being. Hopefully he's going to come back with a fresh mind. He's got 5-star potential still, and he's still worth 11 million after all. Thinking his contract as well. So his minimum fee release clause is 11.2 million. Looking back at the Young Player of the Month award then for the 1st of January this was. Dinu Petrus again picks up first place, with Joseph Burgess picking up second with 4 goals for us, and Diogo Ribby, our goalkeeper, picking up third place, 2 clean sheets with 9 goals scored against. And that's pretty good. The first game that we had all 3 players involved with was the Arsenal game. and I don't think they went and got all involved on the game after that though, which was the Burnley game. I don't think they all came in at the same time on this one. Oh, maybe they did. No, they came on. Joe, I think, came on as a substitute, I think. Yeah. So, moving forward into the FA Cup third round, we are playing Leeds, as seen here. Go with quick pick. I think this is what we're going to go with. If you've not seen these lines before, this is just basically saying that they play fairly poor when they're paired together, and it's not a good partnership in their selected roles. But it usually starts off like that, and it gets better over time, and it usually goes to like a nice solid green line once things settle down a bit. Obviously, that's not going to quite work straight away because there's no chemistry initially, which is fine. Why is he unhappy? Unhappy the promise made to convince him to sign has been broken. Okay, well, whatever, deal with it. Okay, and I think this is going to be what we are looking to go forward with. So Diogo Ribby is in goal, Serkin on the left, Hansen and Nuboy at right back over here. And then in the centre we've got McIntyre and Baptiste. McIntyre's just back from a suspension. Taylor and Bellingham in the middle. Bellingham's going to play that Mazzala role that I talked about earlier. Haig on the left, Privett on the right, Powell in the middle with Burgess up front. Haig, I need to make sure I've got, who is it, Forster? I'd like to have him on the bench. I might even put him in. Maybe not. I'll let Haig have the first half and we'll go from there for about the 60th minute and see what happens, I guess. We've got nothing to lose. Let's show everyone what we're capable of. I trust you can make the difference. Alright, appears like everyone wants to come downstairs today while I'm trying to record. Alright, encourage and ask the assistant what we should be doing on the marking front. And we've got Leeds to take. Oh no, we've just dispossessed them. Haig to prove it. Through to Bellingham. Bellingham's going to have a shot. He hits the keeper and it goes out for a corner. 3 minutes gone. Leeds have already had 3 shots on target apparently. But here we are with a corner. It goes to Baptiste. Baptiste doesn't quite get his head to it. Haig picks up scraps and it goes back to Baptiste again. Back out to McIntyre, and they're going to try and recycle it, hopefully, with a bit of worked up play by the looks of it. McIntyre to Baptiste, all the way back to the goalkeeper. I imagine that's probably going to be the end of the replay, but it's not the replay, sorry, the highlight, but it's not. It's continuing. An extremely long highlight. Eventually, Leeds picking up the ball. And there's the end of the highlight. Well, what was the point of that? I'm not sure. Prove it with the free kick on the edge of the D. Real chance. And he squanders that chance. Leeds his turn now, but a lot further out. And we've got a penalty. But it's not for us. Of course. Of course. Can Ribby make himself a hero again? No, he can't. He gets put in the back of the net off the woodwork. Right, Diogo Ribby to Baptiste. Over the top for Taylor. Nearly lost it in a perilous sort of position. Bellingham over the top for Haig to Burgess. Burgess slots it away nicely. It's going to be looked at for offside, but Burgess is pretty rapid. But not rapid enough apparently that this one is disallowed. Right, and that's going to bring us up to half time. I'm not happy with that. Show me something else in the second half. Squadina, Pulisic Leeds. Back to Pulisic. He's running at us, and that's just such an easy goal to concede. It's really, really bad from us. So I'm going to switch back to a cautious mentality. I think I'm even maybe going to look at a couple of substitutions here. Burgess is coming off. Adam Anderson's going to go on. Haig's coming off. Forster is going to go on. Lewis Orford's going to... Oh, actually. Yeah, Orford's going to come... Oh, yes. Yes. Or... Then it's Serkin, Lewis Taylor, then swaps over with Kane Taylor. And... Oh, you're not going to do that role. You're going to do deep line playmaker role. On support and confirm the changes, and that's going to be that then. Coming out of those changes, we can see Leeds have got the ball, although Burgess was trying to make way, but Hurtado passed it through but he is offside, so it's not too bad. Leeds with the corner then. It's hit towards the near post, managed to sort of keep it somewhat out. Powell clears the ball to no one, but it is at least scrambled clear. Melendez, Talavia, Cherry, Tezgel, Rosas, Hansen clears as far as McIntyre to prove it. Back to Hansen, Bellingham, Orford, picks out Anderson, prove it. He's going to put it over the top. No, he's not. He's going to put it to Baptiste. Baptiste puts it to Anderson. Bellingham now running down, puts it nowhere. It's given us a foul. It's going to be a free kick. Oh, that's it. I don't think that was a penalty. No, it's just a free kick on the edge of the penalty area that we're not going to get to see. We do have a corner though, and it was aimed at Baptiste and nothing came of it. Orford recycling through to Bellingham. Out wide to Tomlinson. Tomlinson's going to try and put it in. No, he's not. He's going to try and do the through ball. Doesn't quite pay off. Orford picks it up though. Goes through for Forstrutter. And that looks like it could be a penalty. Oh, no, of course, that's no penalty. Of course it isn't. Fun. Well, that game seems like it was a bit of a hard loss. I think I'm going to say I'm not happy with that performance. Should have done a lot better. But at least it means we can focus on the league now, if nothing else. Anson suffers defeat against his former club. Anson still vows to defend his goal drought. I'm not too fussed if he's not scoring goals. That's okay. But what is not okay is that we are going to come back now for the Norwich match, which is going to be in a week from now. And they're currently 16th. Where did I say we were? 17th. So they are directly above us. And if we do manage to win, hopefully we can go above them. Their goal difference is worse. So here's to hoping. We'll see you in a second. And I'll read out the team sheet in a second too. Right, here we have my director of football making an offer for this player from Regina. Unless he goes straight into the under 21s. Do you know what? I'll let him do it and pull him into the under 21s. It's 300k. What's it going to hurt? Not going to hurt anything. So these are our numbers. Also, the board have announced that the planned expansion to the club's youth facilities has been completed. So this means if we go into facilities, we can see the youth facilities are great youth facilities now. We're still at average training facilities and average corporate, but junior coaching's exceptional academy coaching and above average youth recruitment. We do need to increase that. So if we do go to the finances, make board request, can we actually do anything here? Can we ask to make anything go good? I suppose we can just increase transfer budget. I'm not too interested in transfer. Wow, transfer budget. Where's that money come from? We didn't have any money. Don't know where that's come from. But anyway, we've still got 44 million in the bank, so that's always good. It's better than seeing red. We've still got, obviously, as you just saw there, a few days until we've got the... Oh, what's this? Under 18s coach. Under 18s coach advert. Yeah, you can have it, Cal. Go on, mate. Callum, let's see you sign up. You can be my new academy coach. We'll go with that. Finalise that deal. Get that done. That's one of them done. As you just saw, as I said, it's a few days yet until the Norwich match, so you know the deal. So we've had this offer coming for Lee Woodhouse. I was a little unsure about it, but I think it's probably a good deal. Maybe if I can just squeeze a bit more out of it. I guess I don't need to, do I? Just suggest that. Yeah, go for it. You take him. What's this one? Incredibly interested. Yeah, if he's going to the under 21s, the under 21 can deal with it. That's what's been offered. 5% raise every year, apparently. It's not too bad, actually. So we'll just ask the assistant to sort that out. Making positive improvements over his career. I'm just going to keep reporting these little things till we get to Norwich. Alright, and again, we've had more facilities upgraded, which is always good. If we was to look at the no, not the finances, club info on facilities. So now we've got superb youth facilities, whereas before, I can't remember what it was before, but you've just seen it hopefully in the clip beforehand, so you'll know what it is over what I do. So that's good. Maybe we can actually ask for another one now. Can we ask for anything? No, nothing that's worth anything realistically. Increase next season's transfer budget. Yeah, I'll ask it, but what's the use of really caring about that? So, Derby County and Hull City have made offers as well. Hull have made a nice straight up 1.2. I'll allow all these. That's not too bad to be fair to the guy. These are just our updates. Again, we're still not at Norwich. It's just because it's the transfer window. There's a lot going on. So my director of football is at it again. This time he's put in for a bid for this fella. I was looking for someone in that attacking midfielding role anyway, and I think this could be a pretty good deal. So I'm gonna let this one go through. I can't remember what he's agreed here. 4.5 million essentially for someone who's 3.8 million. Listed for 3.4 million. Make loan approach for Joe Tomlinson. Ooh. I'm not so sure about that at the minute. We are still utilising him just about. Let me have a quick look at the squad. What's our left back position saying over here? Filter. We go to all positions, defenders, and left side. Okay, so we've got Tom, Dennis, Kane Taylor, Joe Tomlin. I suppose if we drop Kane Taylor in there, it does free up others to play in that midfield role. Oh yeah, okay, fine, let's do it. Let's let him leave, accept it. Yeah, okay, not a problem. Then Jensen Weir, what we're looking at here. So he's looking at just a loan. I think that's also okay to accept. Yep, okie dokie. Still not at the Norwich match, but we're not too far away. And finally then, before we go into the next game, the old budget was set at 8.98 million, so £9 million ready for next season. It's now been at least guaranteed that we're going to be getting at least 24 million, but never mind that. Getting straight into the team then. This is who we're going with. Diogo Ribby in goal, Sirkin on the left, Hansen on the right, McIntyre and Baptiste in the middle, Taylor and Bellingham in the middle, with Haig on the left, Pruitt on the right, Anderson up front, and Forstruter is going to start as the advanced playmaker in that middle part there. It was suggested that I start Joe Powell, but after giving a bit of a side-to-side comparison, Forstruter looked like he was the better man all around. So I thought, may as well put him in. Hopefully, that was interesting. Phil Neville's in charge of the Norwich team here. So hopefully, we can get a better performance out of Forstruter than we do Powell. However, we have got Norwich trying to go for a Route 1 option here. Diogo Ribby drops the ball down to Sirkin. We are playing in red today, it would seem. Haig, Forstruter to Bellingham. Bellingham through to Forstruter. Picks it up, puts it out for Sirkin. Passing's pretty good so far. And, Forstruter picks it up. And it's bouncing around. And we managed to get a goal from Haig in the 6-yard box. It's about time. I think you've seen us win a game, isn't it? All the games I've won so far, I don't think I've been on video this season. Haig just managing to get the tap in right at the end. I thought it'd aim off one of their players, but apparently Haig did put his foot out to get that goal. Alright, McCallum then for Norwich that was. And Breen still for Norwich here in the yellow and green shorts. Breen over the top for Dawley. That was actually a pretty good pass, though it's a pretty bad shot, and that'll be a goal kick. Gun in goal for Norwich. Prove it. Trying to move the ball forward, but unsuccessful in doing so. Souček, formerly of West Ham, passing the ball around pretty well for Norwich, and that is somehow probably easier to score than it was to miss, and they still somehow missed it. Going in at half time, we are 1-0 to the good. I'm happy with the performance so far. I am going to look to bring off Anderson. Put on Mr. Burgess. Sirkin's probably going to come off. Kane Taylor's going to go into his place. And then for him, we are going to bring on Lewis Orford. Sure. Baptiste to Bellingham then. Hopefully not messing around too much on the ball there. Hansen to Baptiste. Bellingham. Passing it around in these little triangles between themselves. Two-touch football by the looks of it. It's pretty good. Forstruter orchestrating that midfield, although maybe that was the wrong choice of pass to pick this time round. And Souček with the ball now for Norwich, putting it through for Donnelly. I keep thinking his name's Donkey, but it's not. It's not, and that's Comrade. There it is, cleared. Breen. Hey, just misses out, and that is semi-cleared. I think we're going to ask our assistant here to say, hey, who should we be marking around here? The game's going better than expected at the minute for Forstruter. I wasn't expecting him to get this good a rating in his first game in that attacking midfielding, central attacking midfielding role there. And that's put Norwich down to 10 men. Okay then. Well, they've still got the wide men, wing backs, that can run up and down those channels, though they will probably get pretty tired relatively quickly now. There's only a few minutes left, and hopefully we can hold on to that 1-0 lead. And we do. That gives us another brilliant 3 points. And if we was to look at the table now, then we can see that we have moved up to 15th. We are 1 point off where I'd like to be at this point in the season. 23 games played, I'd like to have 23 points. But alas, 22 will do for now. And I do hope Villa can get out that bottom three. I really do. Diogo Ribion forming narrow Solihull Moors win. This guy is getting better and better. I really think he is. I can't remember if there was a clause. So that's his clause. I don't think there's going to be a clause when he comes in to us. It's just a mandatory future fee. So we've at least managed to get him a decent price. That's always good to see. And his stats are, his attributes are just getting better and better. And the guy's still only 19 years old. Right then, looking forward. Let's give him a pass on the head, like I said I would. Looking forward then, I did say we'll come back for the Leicester Man United match, and I think that's still a good thing to come back for. That gives us a deadline day to play with as well. And if you've enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to drop a like, comment and subscribe, and we shall see you in the next episode. This time I don't have to race through a bunch of games to get to where I need to be. Thank you and good night.